Hello and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason in the tiny town or village of Harmony, California. It is just off the PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, or California Highway 1. This was actually once a stop on the PCH, and as you'll find out on the historical marker, it had a few famous legends that stopped by here. But it was once a dairy, a bustling dairy place, and until the 1950s, everything went out of business. But in the last 55 years, it has been restored, and it's still a cool, quirky, little business spot. So I'm going to show you around a little bit, and here we go. Right over there is the winery, and here is the town. If you guys ever want a place to stay in Harmony, this is an Airbnb. It's a little cottage for you. Population 18, elevation 175. This is Gladys the cow, not to be confused with the one on Sesame Street. And over there's some historical inscription. The town of Harmony grew up around a dairy founded in 1869. Until 1901, the creamery changed hands several times. In these early days, rivalries and feuding among the dairy farmers caused chaos in the valley. After one shooting death, a truce was called. All agreed to live henceforth in harmony, and from this the name of the town was derived. In 1907, M.G. Salmona established the Harmony Valley Company, operative dairy. The town of Harmony prospered with this business. In its heyday, the village boasted a large residence for management, bunkhouses for employees, a general store, a livery and a stable, blacksmith, feed store, post office, and a schoolhouse. The Harmony Dairy produced, besides milk and cream, some of the finest butter and cheese in the state. In those days, Highway 1 ran right through the town, and motorists were treated to ladles of buttermilk from the dairy. And not surprisingly, one of the most familiar faces was William Randolph Hearst, as he stopped off for some fresh dairy products on his way to his ranch. Rudolph Valentino and Polinegre, hope I'm saying that right, stopped in Harmony on their way to visit Hearst. Eventually, the dairy business shifted to San Luis Obispo, and in the late 1950s, Harmony Dairy was closed. For many years, the town was abandoned with the exception of the post office, which remained open. Restoration began in 1972 with loving care to bring back the beauty and vitality of the Harmony that they knew of years ago. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of walk around here. That's a pottery studio gallery there. Another cow sculpture. This was once the Harmony Valley Creamery Association. It is now a post office. I'm just going to go in and check it out real quick. We're going to start in here real quick. There's a guest book, which I'm going to sign. Some old newspaper articles. And now we're going to go in the wedding office. Okay. Kind of looks like Edgar Allan Poe. And they do encourage couples to get married here, because shouldn't every wedding begin in harmony? That's right. Yeah, I'm just kind of casually walking around. I came at a later time, late in the afternoon. But it looks like they got a little stage going on. And look, there's the Harmony Chapel. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, it's got some limited seating, but hey. Okay, I'm just gonna check this out real quick. Y'all haven't stopped at Harmony, you don't know what you're missing. Oh, look. I mean, this is modernized, but yeah, it's got I don't know if it's got a record player, but it's got a tape deck and a 3-disc changer. Welcome back to 1994, yo. Then it says here this tiny chapel has existed here in this very spot for over 100 years. Only it wasn't always a wedding chapel. It was originally built as part of the co-op creamery complex and used to process and store butter and cheese. Its extra thick walls and sheltered location kept dairy products from spoiling. This was back in the days before refrigeration and electricity, when resourcefulness was a ticket. This cool interior makes the chamber equivalent to a cheese cave or a wine cellar. After the dairy closed, the structure was repurposed into a chapel, but not before serving a brief incarnation as a wine and cheese tasting shop. That's when it acquired its unique wine cask facade. In 1981, stained glass windows and traditional wooden pews were brought in from Stanford, and the interior given an early California motif, also true to the region. The Harmony Chapel was thusly born, and it's been churning out newlyweds ever since. I'm gonna get one last look at the chapel. Yeah, this, I can definitely see this being as like a dairy storage area. Here's something that's painted on the side of it. Jerry Miller Harmonizing in Harmony on Zephyr Records. And I don't know whether to think that's an outhouse. It's locked, I can't go in there, but either way, looks cool. Really digging these antique tractors and cars here. And unfortunately, you can't get past that fence, but that's okay. So I imagine this was probably Highway 1, maybe. That's a glass store. And it looks like they got a couple food trucks here. I'm glad I didn't come hungry, but thought I'd check this out anyway. They do have a couple sandwiches here. Looks like for breakfast. And they got farmhouse fries. Ooh, that sounds good. Huh, I'll have to try that at home sometime. But if you are here, I mean, definitely by all means patronize them. Harmony Valley. Yeah, it's definitely cool. They got it painted on here. And there's some historical text on here too. Divco, short for Detroit Industrial Vehicle Company. Our 1964 Divco is nicknamed Hidden Valley because it was featured in a Hidden Valley ranch dressing TV commercial before being fully restored into a scoop truck in 2017. The Divco milk truck, America's most iconic delivery truck, remained basically unchanged during its almost 50 years of production. Cool. And lastly, that is a private residence. That's off limits. I am kind of interested in this classic well. Doesn't go down deep, but you know. Alright, so basically that's all I got for you for the town of Harmony. I thought it was really cute. I mean, definitely not something to spend the whole day in, but maybe spend maybe an hour or two if you're curious. But by all means, if you're traveling the PCH and you've never experienced Central California that much like me, definitely by all means stop by. Alright, I am Jason coming to you live from Harmony, California, signing off.